Easter holiday has been underway in Ukraine, but there's been no respite for these men who've signed up to serve in the army for a year. That means frontline duty, even for a 53-year-old grandfather of 3.
When the Russians started shooting down our aeroplanes, killing our young men, I realized I don't have Russian brothers anymore, even though my mother is Russian and my father a Ukrainian.
We're close by to Avdiivka industrial zone, which saw some heavy fighting 2 months ago. We're also quite close to Donetsk airport, about 5 kilometers in that direction. And separatists have been firing grenades and mortars towards Ukrainian soldiers here and in other positions nearby. The period of relative calm won't last. This conflict is now 2 years old and isn't expected to end soon. But the soldiers say this is no civil war.
We are fighting mostly Russians because all commanders from that side, they are Russians. And the people who are soldiers, they like 50% they are Russians and 50 it's like people who was living here and they fighting for separatists. It's feel like we fight in Russia, it's not a civil war.
Just a few kilometers away from this trench, there have been outbreaks of conflict since 2014. This apartment block used to be a home for 600 people, but after intense fighting and shelling from both sides, only 19 families have decided to stay here. On every floor there are shattered remains of family life, possessions left in the rubble after 15 rockets slammed into the front of this building last year. Others are trying to salvage what they can.
Unfortunately, there's nowhere to live. It isn't clear when repairs can be done. Therefore, we are forced to rent a flat because, as you can see, everything is destroyed and most of the apartments have been damaged.
Heavy industry is still operating even close to the front line. Away from the range of mortars, people struggle on as best as they can. But the insecurity undermines the economy. As the government pays men of working age to join its army rather than work, the Ukrainian economy shrinks. It was down 12% last year and 7% the year before. And that is not expected to change this year. Iolo Dafydd, TRT World, Avdiivka, Eastern Ukraine.